For a long time, talking about GTA 6 leaks felt a bit like talking about UFO sightings. You either believed every blurry screenshot or AI slop like it was the Dead Sea Scrolls, or you dismissed everything as fanfiction written by a random guy named Vice City Dreamer or something. And if you ask me, honestly, that was fair, as for years, Rockstar has trained us to believe one simple rule: if it didn't come from them, it didn't exist. But sometime around September of 2022, that rule quietly changed, because at that particular moment, the entire notion of what we knew about Rockstar games and how they operate was flipped upside down. This moment led us from one leak to the other, and finally into full confirmation by Rockstar themselves. We already know that in 2025, GameRoll had posted both names of Jason Lucia a month before the second trailer came out, and followed it up with a June release of features and activities that his source claimed to be part of the game. At that time, the skeptics of course weren't really sure what to make of it, but as it turns out, Rockstar basically ended up confirming these leaks over the past few weeks. And now that I've kinda rhymed these two, I feel an ungodly amount of cringe in my body. In this video, we'll go over all the leaked activities that Rockstar has quietly confirmed, and we will dive a bit deeper into what this means for us fans who are crazy enough to actually try out all the mini games inside of this crime simulator franchise. Without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? The first activity that I want to mention is obviously going to be robberies. This activity will be built upon the foundation that was laid down by Adia 2, with both Jason and Lucia being able to command each other as well as any NPCs. The 2022 leaked clips show this mechanic in full. Unfortunately, I can't show any of those clips to you, but you can always find those clips online. Now, later promo material also ended up confirming that this mechanic/activity will be present in the final game. As per GameRoll's reports, GTA 6 is going to have 700 plus enterable stores/interiors. Leaked patents suggest that Rockstar is trying to create a system that will procedurally generate interiors based on the actual location of the building itself. For us players, this means that certain stores located somewhere in the ghetto will most likely be run down a little bit, with the same applying to apartments, hotels, strip clubs, etc. This also most likely means that these types of locations will feature less loot, with the higher price possessions obviously being held in more secure areas, which are most likely going to be heavily guarded or at least under heavy surveillance. Next up, we have hunting, which is once again being built up from Adia 2. This has been teased with 2 hunters showcased in the promo screenshots that came with trailer 2. This time around, animals are seemingly even more advanced than the ones in Adia 2, with snakes, seagulls, skunks, raccoons, alligators, and many more Leonida residents being present in the game for you to hunt down. Off-road events are seemingly making a return as well, with both dirt bike races as well as monster truck events being teased in the promo material itself. The physical terrain deformation as well as the mud physics that we have seen in trailer 1 suggest that we will be having at least 1 or 2 missions where we'll have to go knee deep into mud with our 2 protagonists. Next up, we have one of my favorite things to do inside of any video game ever, and that's exploring its underwater world if the game so allows. In GTA 5, underwater exploration for its time was absolutely amazing. Yes, there wasn't that much to really do except collect nuclear waste and maybe a few treasures here and there, but for its time, it was the most impressive thing that I've had seen. But with GTA 6, we are seemingly going a step further, mixing both fishing and underwater exploration into one, with the leak files from 2022 suggesting that we will have the option to use a spear gun, which implies a more developed underwater exploration. Leaks hint at underwater treasures, sunken loot, and even the use of the spear gun. The use of the spear gun is specified to be within a mission where Jason is sent to retrieve certain goods which were lost somewhere in the waters nearby city. If this turns out to be true, it would be absolutely insane, as I predicted that they have kind of based Jason on the character of Paul Walker from the movie Into the Blue, where this exact diving for lost goods mission might have gotten its inspiration. As per usual, it wouldn't be a GTA game if it didn't have at least some kind of sports minigame. Hell, Vice City first started a sports minigame trend when it had you bounce that giant beach ball on top of Tommy's head. According to the promotional images, we can expect to get the return of a playable basketball minigame, with both mini golf and golf itself also making a return. Some other notable sports that will most likely make a return are tennis, pool, and darts, which I don't technically know if it can be considered a sport, so I apologize if a professional dart player gets offended here. As always, it wouldn't be a true crime game if we don't get some kind of gambling mixed into it, with both poker and dice seemingly making a return alongside a casino that will most likely get built 5 years after the game officially launches. Now, I know that this isn't exactly an activity per se, but for folks who have grown up with the chaos of the 6-star wanted level, this would be a dream come true. Especially if it was paired with the gore from RDR2, which is seemingly being expanded on. GameRoll suggests that this particular mechanic is making a big return this time around, and with the game being the 6th mainline entry, it does feel very symbolic that the 6-star wanted level ends up returning. One of the things that got me the most excited while obsessively going over all the promo material was the gym body transformation that is seemingly present in the game. Now, GameRoll already mentioned that this mechanic would end up making a return in June of 2025, but with recent statements from Rockstar, we basically have gotten confirmation that those leaks that GameRoll posted were actually legit. Provided to him by a source back in April of 2025, these leaks coincide with Rockstar's statements on the reasoning behind the firings that happened recently. The weight and gym mechanic is probably one of my most favorite aspects of GTA San Andreas, and I can't tell you how insane it would be to be able to experience it again with such advancement made in terms of graphical fidelity. If we go over the promo material as well as reference GameRoll's leaks and the 2022 leaks, we can see that the player will most likely be able to make both Jason and Lucia get love handles, look like Fat CJ, or literally just turn them into modern day fitness influences.
No! God, please, no!
The leaks do reference an open gym, which means that just like in San Andreas, we'll be able to tone Jason and Lucia to look exactly how we want them to look. The promo screenshot of Lucia though also seems to suggest that some type of advanced fight club or martial arts club will be present in the game. Now, if this means that we'll receive special fighting styles, we can't really say yet, but it would be absolutely crazy to have Lucia learn some kung fu in the same manner that CJ could back in 2004. Hell, imagine Fat Lucia coming at you full speed and going for some ground and pound. That legit seems like nightmare fuel once the NPC POV videos start coming out for GTA 6. Now, the last few activities are not exactly activities, but more like features or gameplay mechanics. In GTA 6, we will see the return of the Greet and Antagonize from RDR2, as well as the return of Deadeye, which GameRoll claims will be available on both characters, with Jason having a prolonged use compared to Lucia. The police AI, as stated in one of my previous videos, will be extremely intelligent and massively expanded compared to what it was in both GTA 5 and RDR2. Eating, drinking, and smoking will also make a return, with each most likely impacting certain stats on our characters. Other things like collectibles, vehicle deliveries, as well as the classic Strangers and Freaks content will also make a return. Obviously, if it didn't, there would legit be actual riots in the streets. And finally, we have the relationship meter, which will function in the same way as the honor meter from RDR2, giving us a different ending for our characters based on the choices we make throughout the story. Anyways, what do you guys think? What activities do you think we will see in the final release of this game? Which ones can we expect to be cut? And which new ones might make the cut even if we didn't see them yet? My personal favorites have to be the gym and scuba diving, as those two were always the ones I spent the most time on in both GTA San Andreas and GTA 5. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and a huge shout out to the 1,890 people that ended up subscribing. You folks are the best. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button and of course subscribe. I would say subscribe for a chance to win an RTX 7090 now, but with how things are going right now, we might never actually end up owning any GPUs again. Thanks, Leather Jacket Man. Anyways, stay silly, keep badging, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.